designed to walk you through the steps of completing the Unit 3 Human Processes Summative. So Unit 3 is about Europe. You're going to find the summative right here, Human Processes Summative. When you open it up, it will look like this. And you have two things attached here. One is how many countries are there in Europe. This will give you a place to go as far as choosing a country in Europe and making sure that you're staying within the region that we have been studying in Unit 3. The other is the CIA World Factbook, which has every country in the world in it, which would have information on your particular country about both its migration and its tourism, as well as other facts. Feel free to use other sources as well, but these are to help get you started. So here's the summative itself. The goals: you're analyzing the human processes and explaining what is happening to the cultural environment in certain regions as a result of human processes. You're going to choose a country in Europe. You're going to type your country right in this top box, and then you're going to chart the migration and the tourism. The chart has been designed for you. Here's the migration side, here's the tourism side. You're basically functioning like an investigative reporter, asking the 5 W questions and the how question. Who are the people involved in migration and tourism? What are the key components of it? For migration, for instance, a key component would be identifying it. Is it labor migration? Is it forced migration? Is it environmental migration that is primarily going on in your country of choice? Key components as far as tourism would be: what are the sites and attractions that people go to? What is it that the country sells itself on as far as people going to come and visit and tour that particular country? When does it occur? Again, like you're thinking to yourself, when is the tourist season? When did it happen? What were some of the causes that led to people coming into your particular country? Where is it happening the most? Are there certain regions that people migrate to more than others? Are there certain things that people go to as tourists more than others? Then you have to think about the causes. What caused the migration? What caused the tourism? And then how is it impacting the country on both the physical and human characteristics? How is migration impacting the country? How is tourism impacting the country? In some cases, it can be for both good and bad. There might be reasons that tourism has a negative impact. Obviously, most tourism is good for the economy, but there might be negative impacts to the tourism as well. Then you're going to do some comparison and contrasting of the effects of the two different human processes that we focused on. You're going to name 3 similarities between migration and tourism in your country, and then briefly explain in 2 sentences why those similarities exist. And I gave you the example, for instance, in the country of Germany, one of the migration and tourism go hand in hand because one of the German immigrant populations is from Turkey. How do people go about Germany when they're touring? They take taxis. A good percentage of the taxi drivers in Germany are those migrants from Turkey. So there's a connection right there. Differences between migration and tourism, and again, briefly explaining in 2 sentences why the differences exist. Please let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.